Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all doing very well. In today's studio, I am going to use a very good strategy, and personally, I have used it quite effectively myself. That's why I am sharing it with you. Actually, I wouldn't call this a strategy. It's completely about which SMC app to use because here I am going to use the order block, and wherever necessary, I will use FBG. So, by combining these two things, we get a really great strategy. In this video, I will explain it to you. I will try to explain it. If I see good opportunities, I will also place live trades there. If I am confident, then okay. Otherwise, if you have any doubts about this strategy after watching this video, you can let me know in the comment box. Otherwise, if you watch the video again, you will understand everything correctly. I mean, you will understand it properly. So, what will I do first here? One, I will draw support and resistance. And first, I will place a rectangle box because I can see a level here. So I will adjust it properly first. Look here, you can see a red colored doji-like candle has formed. Here I can place an order block, okay? We take the last buying candle if the market is in an uptrend, and if it's in a downtrend, we take the last selling candle. Okay, now I saw a selling candle here. Based on that, I considered the wick, and according to the lower wick, I placed a level here. That means I have drawn a box. Now, what happens here is that if the market breaks through, then that's a breakout. Otherwise, most of the time, the chances are that the market usually tests or taps the order block and then it bounces back. Okay, this is our order block strategy. If you try to observe here, what's happening is that the market has already tapped from here. So the next candle formed here is green, which gives you confirmation. From here, the market movement is possible. And that's why I can place a trade here in the green candle, meaning in the upward direction. First, I will let this candle close, and here I have placed a trade for an upward move for $500, okay? It's a very simple concept, as I told you, how we can set an order block. And along with that, if we also find an FBG just above the order block, then it becomes an even better strategy. Its accuracy increases by 10 times if we can also find an FBG above it. By the way, if I get a chance to find something for you, meaning if such candles form where I can create an FBG, then I will definitely mention it. Otherwise, I will bring a separate video on this topic so that you can understand it better. Yes, and after that, when you try it yourself, setting an order block on a chart and using FBG, it will turn out to be a very good strategy. All right. How long are we going to trade using someone else's strategy? First, we need to learn, and after that, we'll create our own strategy, trade live, and generate our own profit. All right. So, guys, finally, my trade here has become profitable, as you can see. And from here, the market movement is bullish. Now, many people might have this doubt in their minds: how long can the market remain bullish? As I've told you before, and I'll say it again, the market will remain bullish until it crosses its resistance level, that is, until it taps it. The market remains bullish, but in between, there are some, because of candlestick patterns or chart patterns, the market also experiences retracements at those points. That means some retracement candles also form because it never happens that the market is only bullish or only bearish. In between, for the market stability, candles of the opposite color are formed. Some of these are based on news and some are due to chart patterns and candlestick patterns. Okay, I hope you are understanding these things. The rest, the main thing you need to keep in mind is to find a good pairs chart. EUR USD is a very good pair, and EUR is also quite good. And I also look at GBP USD. I would suggest that you observe the real market, especially if you are using the SMC concept. If you are using the OTC market, if you are trading in OTC, then you can use any good indicator. And along with that, price action based tools like SNR levels or a mix with candlestick psychology. You can use them in that way there because based on all the analysis I have done over the past 6 to 7 years, I have found that in the OTC market, if we use price action along with indicators, it works quite well. But in the real market, the SMC concept works much better. So here, if you look at the setup above, you'll see this long wick has formed. Okay. Now, the long wick has previously grabbed the liquidity at that level where the wick was formed, and from here, the market has moved downward. That means a red candle has formed, so there is a high chance that the next candle will also be red. That's why I have taken trades in the downward direction here. All right, tell me, did you understand this liquidity concept? As I explained, a red candle has formed. That's correct. Before that, there was a green candle. So the price went up as much as the green candle. Up to that point, there was liquidity, but the wick of the red candle went even higher. So it grabbed the liquidity of the previous green candle, meaning it covered all the buyers. And in a way, it's like an engulfing pattern. And from here, the market moved down. That's why we can be sure that the next candle could be a red one. Okay? Now, a lot of people might still have a doubt here. The market is bearish, that's clear from one candle, but how long will the market remain bearish? As I told you, until the market reaches its strong support level, the movement can remain bearish. Apart from that, if you want to take a trade on any candle, like a 1 minute trade, you must definitely look at the wicks. At least look at the previous candle's end and the one before that. Ideally, you should note the wicks of the last 5 to 6 candles and trade accordingly. Okay? If you don't know the concept of wick reading or how to read wicks, I haven't explained yet how we can read wicks. So for that as well, you can comment in the comment box. By the way, in the comment box of this video, you have to drop a yellow heart and write inspiration. Just like before, we used to give you a task in every video about what to comment. In the same way, we are going to continue this, and this series is going to be very helpful for you. Whether you are a beginner, it will be helpful for you. Even if you are a bit more moderate, it will still be helpful for you because moderate readers only need they know about support and resistance, a bit about price action movement, but they don't know about money management, where exactly to take a trade, and how to control their mindset. How to control emotions during trading, right? And here I have placed a trade for a downward movement. As you can see, this wick that has formed, the market has been continuously testing that level and coming down again and again. That means there is a level here that the market keeps rejecting, turning bearish each time. There are quite high chances that from here the market will remain bearish and a red candle will form here. But let me explain this to you with a horizontal line as well so that you have no doubts and everything becomes clear. For example, I have marked this level here. Now, if you look at this horizontal line, you'll see that for 2 or 3 weeks, the market has rejected that level and turned bearish. If the market rejects a level 2 or 3 times and moves downward, there are very high chances that the market is indeed being rejected from there. That's a rejection point. In such cases, the market tends to remain bearish from that point. Similarly, we can observe this near the support zone as well. If there is a support level somewhere and the market keeps getting rejected from it repeatedly, showing strong wicks and getting rejected again and again, and then turns bullish, then that's a rejection level. So, in this way, we can identify rejection levels, and we often find very good setups there. And here, my trade has become profitable. Okay, guys, if you have any doubts, you can let me know in the comment box. Still, from my side, whatever you might need as a beginner, what topics you might need to know about, what things you should be aware of, I will explain all of that. For example, I feel that we do learn strategies, we know how things work, but inside us there is a greed that maybe this trade will become profitable and our money will double. So, this is the most important thing to explain, which we call money management. And the psychology of mindset means understanding the psychology of trading, right? Why does trading work the way it does, and how can people actually make a profit in trading? Because you must have seen that a lot of people start trading, but very few actually become profitable. Why is that? Because of money management. And a beginner won't have money management, they won't even know how much to invest. So they end up using their entire amount at once, and after that, they have no funds left to invest. So you need to understand all these things. Only then will you be able to grow here. Okay? So here I have drawn a horizontal line and I will place this horizontal line towards the upside. Try to observe carefully that the horizontal level I have marked, many times the market has taken weak rejections from it and turned bearish. This means that this is quite a strong rejection level. So from here, the market can become bearish. And if this candle that is currently trying to form a kind of doji, if it turns into a confirmed red candle, then there is a high probability that the next candle could also be red. Okay? So whenever we look at any chart and feel that there is certainty here, we still need to wait. For example, you need to let a particular candle close. If you are trading on a 1 minute time frame and your expiry is also 1 minute, then you should let that particular candle close first. Only after that should you place a trade, because if you do not do this, your trade might get wasted at the wrong spot and you could incur a loss. Just think about it yourself. Have I told you any strategy? Okay, let us say there is an engulfing pattern or some chart pattern in that case. What happens is, say, three consecutive red candles have formed. After that, a green candle appears. If you start trading on the third red candle itself, your trade will end up in a loss, right? That's why you shouldn't make mistakes. Even if you miss the first trade somewhere, what can you do? If you want a safety margin, as soon as a particular previous candle closes, you can wait for 1 to 2 seconds after that. It could be up to 3 seconds at most. For example, if traders are going for a bullish green candle, the market might suddenly drop, take a bit of rejection, and then the market goes below. So, waiting that much is fine, but you shouldn't place the trade too quickly. Hope that are you able to understand some of these things? If you have any doubts, you can let me know in the comment box, and you should fix the number of trades per day for yourself so that you can avoid overtrading. If you are coming to your chart daily and starting your trading, then set your mindset that today I have to take only 3 trades. Now, whether those result in a loss or a profit, whatever happens, if there is a loss, we will try to recover it in the next one. Okay? I have given you a bit of a basic idea about this. How can you set your mindset and how can you avoid overtrading? The rest in the upcoming videos, I will explain this in detail. All right? And if you like the video, please make sure to give it a like. If you are visiting the channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. And yes, in the comment section of this video, you have to drop a yellow heart and you'll find inspiration that way. See you in the next video. Until then, thank you.